Hi everyone, I welcome you all to Cloud Seco. And uh, the motto of Cloud Seco is to make cloud learning extremely affordable for everyone with industry grade knowledge, where we will be providing you the real knowledge that is being used across the IT industry with the real projects, and you will be learning everything that you gain here. The knowledge that you gain here is coming from the experts that are working in the industry for 10 years, for 15 years. And we will be mostly focusing on AWS Cloud, Azure Cloud, Google Cloud, and Office 365 Power Platform. And as we recently started this academy, prior to this, we have conducted quite a few online and offline training sessions. We have delivered so many corporate trainings, and we have extremely positive responses, and we have placed a lot of candidates. A lot of candidates got placed with our training. And with this Cloud Seco Academy, our intention is to, uh, you know, to reach out to the audience on a large scale, and we would like to uh, share our knowledge with all of you guys. And this specific batch is for AWS Cloud, and the training that you will be getting is completely free, and there will be no cost for attending the live sessions. And this course is going to be for 6 weeks, and this is going to be weekdays batches. So I hope you guys have already joined the WhatsApp community group, but even if you haven't yet, the links will be shared, so don't worry. Where we will be posting all the updates about the upcoming sessions, and if there is any PDFs or anything to be shared, you can stay tuned on that WhatsApp group. So AWS Cloud is going to be, this course is going to be conducted by Mohammed Zubair, who has around 10 years of experience in the IT industry, and he has been working as AWS engineer for quite some years now. So I will give the mic to Zubair now so that he can continue the session, and he will be going through the syllabus for this course, and all the technicalities will be explained by Zubair. So Zubair, over to you.
Thank you, Amma. I hope my voice is clear.
Yes, Zubair. Yeah, I confirm that.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. Hey everyone, good morning and welcome to Cloud Seco. So we are going to start AWS training, and before jumping into what we are going to learn throughout the course, if anyone has any question regarding Cloud Seco or regarding AWS in particular, so they can raise their hand. I cannot allow everyone to speak in the interest of time. I will randomly, once they raise the hand, I'll allow them to talk. Yeah, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hello.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali, you can ask the question.
Yeah, good morning. Yes, sir. Will we be getting any certificate after completion of course?
So certification, are you referring to proper AWS certification authorized, or you're referring to any certificate that we will issue from our
No, from yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, the certification that people get from the institute where they learn from, it is of no use. And we know that because we have been in the industry for such a long time. The only certification that makes or that contributes to your selection in the company are the authentic certification by the provider, be it cloud, be it databases. So let's say AWS, what we are going to learn. So if you do the certification that is approved by AWS, which has a cost of around $150 plus taxes, which falls around 15,000 Indian rupees. So if you do that, that will make sense to have it in your resume. So knowing all this fact, we are not going to provide our certifications or the certificate of attendance. That won't contribute to your profile. That's the reason.
And the same thing is true for all the certificates such as Google Cloud, with Azure Cloud, and any technology that you learn that you are applying for the interviews. No, you have to get the certificate from that particular company, such as Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. But this learning, this training would help you a lot in understanding the concepts, and you will be prepared for the certification. And if you are already working, you can definitely reach out to your company to get the certification fees reimbursed, and they definitely encourage that.
Any other question, Muhammad Ali?
No, sir. Thank you so much for clarifying that.
You're welcome. Anyone else who would like to ask any question? Yeah, you can unmute yourself and can speak.
Hi sir, myself Swami. And
Hi, Swami.
yeah, hi sir. Good morning, very good morning.
Good
And
morning.
what about placements? Do you have provided any placements?
First of all, tell me, are you like you are a college student or you are old? What it is?
Actually, I'm working as a HR, but I want to change my domain. Like I want to go software side. So that's why I'm asking. Do you have provided any
Uh,
placements?
Thanks, Swami, for asking this question, because this question might be coming from most of you who want to switch the domain. So the thing here is this domain, the cloud domain, is not a core coding domain. So you don't need to be from the engineering background or programming background. It's not a compulsion. So this is where your experience and expertise will help you to take your profile forward. Okay, so there are many people who were from a Bachelor of Arts and BCom background. So they have learned these things and they have prepared so well enough that their resume speaks much louder than other profiles in the market. So, and after adding certification, the authentic certification to your profile, there are high chances of your profile getting shortlisted. So this is how market works. Once you complete the course and you do the thorough practice, then you will see that on LinkedIn, on Naukri, there are a lot of opening for AWS Cloud for freshers and for experience as well. So no worries, you can definitely apply for those openings, and you can switch switch the domain to this. And as far as placement from our side is concerned, as my colleague Ammar already gave an introduction about this is the about CloudSeco. This is the first batch, and our motto for forming this uh, organization, I would say, or institution, is to provide knowledge and real-time knowledge on a very affordable price to everyone. So if we will have to have placements, then the cost will boost up very high. That is the reason. As of now, we don't have placement, but definitely we will show you how do people get job in this domain. And it will be a very generic process. And no one guarantees the placement, and that is for sure. They have tie-up with other companies. So out of 1,000, they will select 2 or 3 candidates. They will publish the banners and flares, and people think that this is how, if we do the course, we will get the job for sure. So, and you know the IT industry, how it works. So if you perform, you are in the industry. If you don't work, if you don't practice, and if you don't upgrade yourself, then existing people do lose their jobs. So you have to be very dedicated once you are into this. Don't worry, we will give you all the tricks and tips how to get the job.
Yeah, okay, Jubair.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Sir, where it is located, sir?
So
Yes.
as we are aiming for Pan India, this will be a complete online platform. You don't have to worry about where we are. You have to just focus on the platform that we have built, and we have put much efforts than we have ever put to build this platform. You will be having wonderful experience, and whatever you are enrolling to here will be available for you for lifetime.
Okay. Okay, fine.
And don't worry, we not just AWS Cloud, we will be bringing other cloud as well, also other technologies that are on the cloud.
Okay, that sounds good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Yeah.
So Zubair, I believe you can start with the session now.
Yeah, there is a question from somebody. Please share the recording session to us. So I request Amar if you could just give a brief on that.
Yeah. Hi everyone, Amar here. So the session, to which you have enrolled, AWS Cloud, it's going to be a completely free session, and it's live session for you guys. It will be for 6 weeks, and it's going to be the weekdays batches. We at the same time we are recording the session. However, this we have another course that is called as that has the code CS AWS 101 batch, where we will be keeping all the recording as an LMS platform. So the learning management system platform. So in case if anyone is interested, they can go and purchase. It's priced extremely low. It's just 1,000 rupees, and that is completely optional. You don't have to, compulsorily go and purchase that. The session, what we are delivering now, is going to be completely free. Additionally, if you really need the recordings so that you can go through the videos at your own pace, in that case, because there will be storage involved, and that will be lifetime storage. So once you get the course, get the recordings from there, so all the sessions that we will be covering here will be saved in the recording format in the other course, which is costed at just rupees 1,000, and that will be available for lifetime access for you guys. And once again, it's completely optional thing. However, we encourage you to get that as well, because you can revisit it at your own pace, and once you join somewhere, it will help you while practicing as well. And once you join any company, as we are going to cover all the live scenarios, such as setting up your um, virtual LAN, virtual machines, everything. So in case if you are stuck at some point, you can anytime go and watch that video, that specific video. Zubair, if you don't mind, would you please quickly show how the LMS thing works? Or maybe we can take it, towards the end of our session, because primarily we are focusing on delivering this session.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I'll just start with AWS Cloud. Let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible. Could you please confirm?
Yes, it's visible.
Thanks for that. So everyone, I hope most of you are familiar with this cloud or cloud technologies, and those who are not familiar or are from different domain, other than IT, and they are looking to learn cloud. So don't worry, we have designed our content in such a way that it is very useful for people who already know or people who are new. And we will be focusing more towards teaching you or making you aware about how the cloud is being used in the industry right now. We won't focus more on the introductory part that is available on Google or the documents of the specific cloud provider. More focus would be the real time work. And uh, don't worry, everyone will get the idea in detail. This we can guarantee. Okay, so let's start. So the topics that we are going to cover is, first of all, introduction, like why cloud is needed, what are different kind of industries uh, that we work on, that we work for, and what kind of roles do people get on AWS. Okay, and then what kind of data we use in the industry. Then we will jump onto the main topic, that is Amazon Web Services, what it is. We call it as AWS, what exactly it is, how it works, and then what are the region and availability zone in that. For people who don't know these terms, uh, be assured that you will be learning everything. It's just to show you what we are going to learn. So how to secure your environment through IAM, how to create the virtual machines, and how exactly we utilize all these aspect of the virtual machine section from AWS in real world. And then some basic part of Linux in order to have you work in the corporate industry. Then networking part, how we create a virtual network, what all things are involved in that, how uh, IP connection works. Okay, then we will then move to encryption, what is encryption and how we leverage these things in the real time. Then what is the pricing while using AWS Cloud, and we will try to make sure that once you are practicing, after uh, after the session is done, when you start practicing, we will try to make sure that you don't get charged very much, like you will be very charged at a minimum cost. We will try to give you that tips and tricks, because cloud is nothing but an environment where people perform their actual work. So rather than going for a laptop, if you create a machine in cloud, so definitely buying a laptop will bring some cost to, right? Similarly, using a machine on cloud will also bring some cost, but how to minimize that cost, that we will cover here. Okay, and then what is the storage? This S3 is a storage. So all the features and all the aspects of the S3 service from Amazon we will be discussing. And after that, how do you secure your environment, and how do you audit your environment, and how do you monitor your environment? This portion will be covered in CloudWatch and CloudTrail. And the other thing is auto scaling, because cloud is also a known thing for uh, scaling the infrastructure. Okay, and so how it actually is achieved. So we'll learn that, and after that, couple of services uh, to deploy the code without the server. Okay, and this is a database service, RDS, uh, writing some functions. So don't worry, people who don't know programming, uh, you will also learn this, and it is not a very hardcore programming. Okay, and how everything to be achieved from command line. So this is what we are going to cover in the entire course. Okay, people who already know AWS Cloud, or they have attended some demonstration in some other classes, they might feel that this content is different than what people usually teach. So as already told you, that we are going to focus more on real time, what services and how cloud is used in the real time. So the essential services or the core services to build your cloud foundation, this is what we are going to learn here. Anyone, if they have any doubt or they want to ask question regarding this, please raise the hand so that I can answer. Else, we will move to the introduction part. Yeah, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Yeah, hi, sir. Sir, did you provide cloud formation?
Okay, cloud formation is not the fundamental or core service. It depends on the requirement of the project. So if you want to learn, definitely we will guide you how to explore other services that are not listed here, because Amazon has more than 250 services, right? And it's not possible for us to cover each and every aspect. If like you want to learn cloud formation, somebody wants to learn the machine learning services of Amazon. Okay, somebody might want to learn the data warehousing services. Somebody might want to learn the gaming services. So we cannot or we or anybody else will not cover all the services. So based on your interest, we will groom you in such a way that you will quickly grasp the other service that you want to learn. But whatever is a compulsion to work on AWS, be assured that you will be learning everything.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Anyone else?
So I'd like to repeat, if you guys want to ask any question, you can click on the raise hand button so that we get notified here, and then you will be allowed to speak. And the Q&A box is also there. If you just want to put in your query, that will also be answered.
Okay, so no questions. Like, I'm happy if people got a good understanding. Okay, but still, if anyone want to raise the hand, I'll definitely try to unmute them and they can ask the question. Okay, I'll jump to the introductory part of the course of AWS. Okay, so basically, as I promised, people who are already working or people who are new or they want to join the IT industry, I will try to optimize the course and will present everything that is needed to start your journey in cloud. Okay, so when you're joining as a cloud engineer or as a cloud administrator, so you are entering into the IT world, and there are some things that you need to be very much aware and very much clear about how to survive and to gain growth inside the industry. Okay, so first thing is the HR essentials. So HR essentials here, as you can see, you need to have good communication skill. I'm not saying English, I'm saying the way you deliver your requirement or the way you communicate to the other party, it should be very much precise and clear that they don't need to ask the question again. It's not about your English skill, it's about what you have in your mind and how you deliver it. So this plays a very vital role to maintain your position or to gain growth inside the industry. Okay. The other thing is email writing. So whatever I'll just give us example. If your manager has asked you to work on something and you have to provide the update to your manager, update might be the work is completed, the work has some blocker, and you are depending on some other things. You have to convey that, or due to something, the work might get delayed. So how you will communicate this? Okay, so here we don't just chat on WhatsApp and have things sorted. Everything needs to go through an email. Even if your manager assigns you a task, if like while having a cup of coffee, he asks you to work on something, it's better or it's recommended that thing should come on the email as well. Once you receive the email, then only you will start working on that. That will be very official. So remember, having a decent email writing skill or knowing when to use the email is very important. The other thing, knowledge of technical jargon. I will just give an example of Swami. Like Swami is from HR and he wants to move to cloud. So if he knows the technical jargons that are being used in the industry, so it will make his job easier and it will put a good impression on the hiring panel or on the colleagues whom he is working with. So I'll just give you an example. Container. So if I say container, so a normal person or in a layman term, something that contains, so is a container. But in IT, container literal meaning is that only, but containers defines much more than that. So you will get to learn while we progress in the course. But I'm just giving an example. So this is how you need to have knowledge of these things, so it will help you to survive in the industry. Then the next thing is process knowledge. People who are shifting their domain or people uh, who will be starting as a fresher, so they need to understand everything has a process. HR department has their own process. Similarly, IT department has their own process. So understanding the process is very much important, because without that you won't be able to survive. All I am the points I have mentioned is about getting or surviving in the industry. Okay, so how the process will work, so there might be slight changes based on the project, but overall process remains the same. You will need to learn that, or we encourage you to explore that. Okay, nowadays everything has become virtual, like we are connected virtual. So your clients will be, let's say, in UK or US, and you are here uh, talking to them. So just by seeing your face on a Zoom meeting or a Teams call or a Google Meet call, they need to have that faith in you. So where for that you have to uh, present yourself in a video call in a way that they are impressed with you, and the eye contact, whatever you have in your mind, you have to express it to them. So all this fall under this video conferencing ethics. And last thing is negotiation skill. Why it is required here? Let's say your manager has asked you to do something, or the client has asked you to deliver some task, but you know that it is not possible because your team is working on some other activity. Okay, you have many things on your plate, but how you will negotiate with the client if he wants this to the task to be delivered by Friday? Today is Monday, and you know that it won't be able, like you will be able to deliver after Tuesday. So how you will convince that it's not a 7-day time, you will need 10 days to complete this? So this is how you have to negotiate with the client. Okay, so this is about HR. Any doubts in that? I'll give a 30 seconds gap if anyone has any question in this. What I just showed you is not cloud, but it's the requirement to survive in the industry. This is how real time things happen. People who are already from IT background, they know it very well. Okay. Okay, no questions. So the other thing is IT basics. Okay. So when you are working in the IT industry, especially in cloud, so you need to have basic understanding of Linux. Okay, without which you won't be able to deliver your tasks. Okay, so what is Linux? Linux is an operating system. Okay, Windows is also used in the company for nominal purposes. Like I'm giving a presentation, I would need a Windows machine. Okay. Uh, uh, the company will give me laptop or desktop, they will be having Windows installed. But the actual work that we do on cloud, 95% work is on Linux. In throughout the world, I'm not talking about only one or two projects. Throughout the world, all the companies, all the projects, they use Linux to do their work. Linux is more secure. It requires low memory and it produces fast output. Okay. So and there are many things that are built only for Linux, which are used in the industry. Okay. We will cover Linux basics as we progress. The other thing is hardware. So hardware, it might be physical or it might be virtual, but everything, be it virtual or physical, the base is hardware. Okay. So you need to understand three core components. First one is CPU, second one is RAM, and third one is storage. We all know CPU, RAM, and storage is a part of central processing unit. This is a basic thing that we have learned in our schools or in the early days of college. But that is for understanding what a computer is. When you have a computer or a desktop, you know that. But in working or in the corporate world, when we host our projects on these devices or this computer system, so the importance of this hardware basics changes. Okay. So how much RAM and what is the output, how to optimize that, how we will consume low RAM and get good output, how we want to add more CPUs, how to optimize the storage. This is a different game altogether. What we know as a normal person who is using computer, the hardware plays a different role, and while working in the corporate, it plays a different role. So we'll be learning that as well. And the other thing is networking. So if you don't know networking, you won't be able to troubleshoot anything. There is something, a person who has built a system, he left the company. Now you are managing things after he left, and you don't know networking, or you are not strong at networking. If anything goes wrong, without understanding networking, you won't be able to fix it. Okay. So understand networking plays a very important role again. And the last aspect that I want to highlight is security. Security, I will define in simple words. I have you have everyone has Facebook account, right? So can any random person log into your account and do something? You won't allow that, right? For that you have username and password. Without password, no one can log in. Only the person who knows the password will log into your account. And for to have your Facebook account secure, you will not share that password with anyone. That means only you can log into that. So the way you secure your Facebook account, you put screen lock on your mobiles, you put lock on your laptop, you lock the door of your home. So same reason applies here. When a company is having a project running, so they make sure the very crucial part is security, and they make sure that security is intact. They achieve the best quality security. So that we have to provide. So be it cloud or be it non-cloud, everything we need to secure it, right? No one should modify anything without your permission. And if anything is done, then you should be able to trace who did what. Okay. Any questions with IT part, IT basics that are needed to survive in the industry?
Here, I'd like to say something.
Yeah.
So these are the essential parts while working on AWS Cloud or while working on any cloud, and all these things will be covered in the training. So don't worry if you don't have any networking knowledge or Linux knowledge. Everything is going to be covered. So as we go step by step, things will get progress.
Thank you, Amar. Now, what are the cloud essentials? So to work on cloud technology, be it AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud, or any other cloud, what exactly you need to understand in order to perform in the cloud field. Okay, so if I show you how to do something, you will just copy me and do it. But if you understand why you are doing that, okay, what is the need and what could be better, so you will be able to deliver much better than your colleagues. Okay, so for that reason, understanding of data and cloud, what we are going to cover. Okay, and like what is data, what is cloud, why cloud, if cloud is not there then what was there, so everything will be covered. Then some part may be theoretical, some part may be practical, don't worry, but we will make sure that uh, like what I know, I have been working in this industry, whatever I know I will try to deliver the same knowledge to you. Okay, then common services offered by cloud. So if I go for AWS Cloud or Azure Cloud or Google Cloud, so what kind of services do they offer? Okay, we have to understand that to work on cloud. Then we have to understand what is computation. As I mentioned earlier, I spoke about hardware, right? CPU, RAM, and storage. So computation is a combination of CPU and RAM. How to achieve a great quality of computation in with minimum resources. That is where your skills play a good role, and this is how you optimize the performance of the systems. Okay, so you need to have good understanding of computation. And when I'm saying you need to have, it doesn't mean you should already have that understanding. Definitely you will learn things here, right? So that's why we are here. Then storage, everyone knows, to store everything. Like this video is being recorded, it will be stored, so we need storage. And storage again with comes with a cost. So how to use less storage, how to spend low amount of money in storage, and how to achieve good quality. Okay, this is how your skills will impact the project. Okay, and what are the service providers, cloud service provider? So we know all these three provider, right? AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. Google Cloud is called GCP. It is by Google. Azure is by Microsoft, and AWS is by Amazon. Apart from these three clouds, there are many other a small scale cloud which are trying to compete, but they have not covered market. Like they have covered only 5 or 6% market. The major market is covered by these three cloud providers. Okay, right now we are going to learn AWS Cloud. Okay, the top used cloud in the world is AWS. After that Google, and after that Azure. But the rank of Google and Azure might change because they are working very hard to highlight their cloud environment, right? But AWS has taken the market like anything. So majority of cloud openings are on AWS. But if somebody learns Azure or Google Cloud, they also have openings in the market. Then we will try to understand what is data, types of data, okay, databases, and what is big data problem. Okay, so to explain this, uh, we will definitely try to cover this in the upcoming sessions in detail while we progress. So unless you understand what exactly data is, see, we have cloud, we are deploying systems on cloud, but after deploying, what is happening in background? Why they need to have these systems? What kind of work we are doing for companies? Okay, let's say I'm working for a pharmaceutical company. Okay, they are good in manufacturing the medicines. So they have chemical engineers, they have their manufacturing plants, they have their packaging units, and they supply it to medical and hospitals. Okay, so this is their main work. But why are they using cloud? Is medicine manufactured on cloud? The answer is no, right? Medicine is not manufactured in cloud. So for what reason these companies are using cloud platform? If you understand that, it will make your job much easier to help them. And help them means you are working for them and you are getting paid for your work. So if you perform better, you get more salary or good position or survival, right? So you need to understand the concept beyond why we are using cloud. Then we will try to understand what is data center. Okay. If cloud was not there, then what was there? So there was data center. I'll take you through in detail. Okay, so basically data center, it does computing, storage, and networking. I'll just again in this session only I'll try to explain data center and data. Okay, and last thing, what is cloud? Okay, so as I told you, if cloud was not there, what was there? There was data center. So has cloud replaced data center? Yes. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you what data is. This is the part where you need to understand in order to understand cloud. Okay, most of people, they don't bother to explain what data exactly is. So anyone, now I want this session to become interactive. So I would like people from the attendees to answer what is data according to them. Just raise the hand, I'll unmute. Okay, now you can unmute yourself and answer. Tamsil, you need to unmute yourself. Yeah.
Collection of information.
Okay, what kind of information? Like collection information, like in like?
Might be anything. It might be student names, for example, for students information. It might be employee information. It might be a company to company information. Anything.
All right, got it. Anyone else? Abdullah?
Yeah, it's an type of video or audio
Hmm.
in the present scenario of this world, which consists of anything videos or audio. It's going to be called as data.
Okay. And Sanjana?
Sanjana, you can unmute.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, hi.
Okay. Any information related to anything, it could be with respect to employees, the work that we are doing, the data, information related to the transactions, any piece of information which has some kind of importance added, which could be used for future reference or for future analysis. So for example, if we are talking to each other or this meeting is recorded, that is some kind of data. So it has different formats. It could be audio, video, numeric, anything it could be. So that should be saved and database is used for that. Okay, coming back to what is data, in my opinion, any information which could be any format, which could be used for future reference, is data.
Absolutely right, Sanjana. And I believe you're already working in IT. Is that correct?
Not exactly.
Is it?
But that was a very comprehensive answer, especially the part transactions that you mentioned.
Oh, I do a lot of Google by transactions.
No, it was really, I won't say close, it was the answer actually. And the other people who have answered, they are also right. So the understanding of data, what we have got in the schools or colleges is not exactly what it means in corporate culture. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'll try to showcase the data to you, what exactly data is. Okay, so if I hope again screen is visible, right? So typically, like Taslim said the answer, right? Any record is data, which is again a correct answer. But that is just the beginning part of understanding what data is. Right now, you all know, right? I'll summarize in a way that in a school, there are many classes and divisions for every class. But inside a class in a division, there are, let's say, 40 students. So every student have a roll number. They have first name, last name, their city, some contact information, their address, and their percentage, anything. So all this information for one person, we can summarize it and gathers the similar information for others and store it in a table. So if you see an Excel sheet, okay, if I open an Excel sheet and if I say this is the roll number, this is the first name, this is the last name, and this is his percentage. Okay, I'm just giving like basic example of what we know data is, right? So if I do like this, and if I make it a table, and if I just highlight this, do some background color filling, okay, so these are table headings. Okay, what is the roll number? Roll number is 001. What is his name? His name is John. His surname is let's say Albert. Actually, these are first name only, and his percentage is 40%. Okay, so this is the information that typically we think data is. Okay, roll number 2. Okay, his name is Rahul. Surname is Kumar, and his percentage is 60. So this is how we think data is, right? And what do you think, like this data, if I have 10 rows and then 100 rows, how much will the size of this data be? Any guesses by anyone? Or if I have 100 entries, like from roll number 1 to 100, the data size won't even touch MBs. It will be in KBs only. So once I store this information, the size of this information is very minimal. Okay, I can store thousands and lakhs of file in my Gmail account. I don't need a cloud storage for this. But why exactly we are using cloud for data? That is first question. The other question is, data really like this in the industry? So basic definition of data is any useful information is called as data. Okay, you have booked a ticket, you went to some city, you went to Mumbai from your hometown. So there was a ticket. Ticket has a ticket number. Okay, the passenger name, the email address on which the ticket was booked, the phone number, okay, the train number, the arrival time and departure time. So all these fields, they will form a record. Okay, and for railway industry, how many people are traveling every day? Just have a guess. How many trains in India we have that are running on a day? Abdullah, you want to talk? Yeah, you can unmute yourself and talk.
So related to data, just my question is
Mhm.
whether it's in digital market right now. If we save the data
Mhm.
in SQL format, we have to compile with this AWS, sir.
Okay, digital market, SQL format, and AWS. These are the three terms you have mentioned, right?
Yeah.
So, digital market, are you referring to digital marketing?
Yeah,
Or
marketing in this
okay,
sense.
digital marketing is a different field exactly.
Okay.
Data is something that is used everywhere. Hmm? I will give you a brief understanding of data. Just bear with me.
Sure.
So when you are referring to digital marketing, they use your data or whatever data they have to convert that data to leads. You understand what is leads?
Leads.
leads. So in
No,
digital
sir.
marketing, they use term leads. So it is
Okay.
nothing but to commercialize information. So once you have the information, they process your information and they generate leads. That means let's say you buy
Public.
a movie ticket.
Okay.
Okay, you buy a movie ticket, you book or you buy something on Amazon. So this is how they are marketing. Basically, data is being used to market some products or some services.
Okay.
Okay,
Public.
so yeah, so
Okay.
this is what digital marketing is doing. Cloud is different.
Fine.
Cloud is different. Now I will use some tool to help you understand what exactly data is. I hope my screen is visible, right? Okay, so as I told you, employees or students. Okay, so students, I'll give roll number. Okay, then name, then their addresses and their phone number. So this, for every class, the school will have all these entries maintained. Okay, why? Because they know these many students are there in my school and they are studying in this class. This their address and their phone number, then percentage, some information regarding the students they will store in the table, student table. Okay, this is basic example for understanding. So I hope everyone understand what exactly data is stored in the table. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this is the basic. But what happens in the industry? So in the industry, as I gave you example for train, IRCTC, this is railway. Okay, how many trains do run every day in India?
In thousands,
Just
sir.
okay, just give a rough example of, let's say I'll take for the first train. Okay, train number 1. It is going from X to Y. How many passengers in a train have or they reserve their seat?
500 more than.
Okay, let's go with 1000. Again, this is a smaller number.
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of information we have about them?
Name, address, phone number.
Okay, so we'll go by sequence. First of all, if they have booked a ticket on a train, so train will have a train number.
Yes.
Okay, then they have booked a ticket, so ticket will have a PNR number. Okay, and name of the passenger. Okay, mobile number of the passenger. Okay, then it will have when it is going to depart. Okay, departure time. Then it will have arrival time. Okay, and keep on adding. What is the route? Okay, how many minutes it will stay on this station, let's say 2 minutes. How many minutes it will stay on this station, let's say 3 minutes. Okay, how many stops are there in between this source and this destination? So if I keep on adding, for one passenger the information will be more than 10 to 15 columns.
Line.
Columns means
Yeah.
fields. Okay, name,
Yes.
train number, PNR number, departure, arrival time. Okay, and what is the seat number, is the seat confirmed, okay, or is it RAC or waiting? So lot of things are there, but if we gather all these things for one passenger, it will be a big information. Okay, and in this train, let's say there are 1000 passengers, so the information will become much bigger. And how many trains are running in India? Let's say 500 trains per day. Okay, so information will become huge. This is only for one day. So how much data is IRCTC going to store for 1 month? Okay,
In GBs.
yeah, GBs in terabytes for 1 month.
Terabyte. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm telling you, the Excel file that I just showed you, it won't even become 1 KB. Okay, and understand how much data will a 1 MB file will have, how much data 1 GB file will have, how much data a terabyte file will have. I just gave you the example of IRCTC. So if we come here, And as I told you, right, what type of industries are there in the market who are interested in storing and leveraging their data? Okay, so leveraging data is the part that Sanjana highlighted. Make use of their data. So let's say e-commerce. You shop on Amazon or Flipkart, right?
Yes.
This is the best example that I could give. If I give you this example for Amazon, okay, you create an account. You create an account and you provide some information. Okay, your name, your phone number, your address, billing address, shipping address. Okay, this is called as customer table or customer information. They store it in customer table. Okay, so how many new customers open their account on Amazon in a day?
Maybe hundreds.
More than 5,000. This
per
is
day.
a minimum number again throughout India. Okay, they open. I myself have 3 different account on Amazon. So they don't have to bother if it is the same person or a different person. They will go by account. So okay, the customer table. Every customer will provide some information. In return, Amazon will add more information like account number. Account number. Okay, so this table every day add 5,000 records with this much detail, and in a month, how many 5,000 into 30
1,50,000.
into 12 for 1 year? Okay, this is
1
very
year.
minimum number. So this is just customer table that Amazon is storing. After that, you have purchased something. So that is called order table. So in order table, what have you purchased? First of all, which account ID was used? Then customer name. Okay, name on billing, name on shipping, address. What item category he bought? He bought electronics. Okay, electronics. In that, what was the product? Mobile. What was the model number? Samsung something. What was the brand? Samsung. What was the model number? It was, let's say, A32. Okay. What was the color? It was black color. Okay. What was the price? What was the discount? What was the final price? Okay. Was there any coupon applied? You see, for one order, I just keep on adding information. What was the coupon code applied? Okay. And what is the order date and time? What is the delivery date and time? Okay. What is the status of this order? Shipping, in shipping, or like in transit, still confirmation pending. Okay. Abhi, I will tell you the additional information. Did he use cash on delivery or prepaid? If prepaid, credit, UPI, what was it? If it was UPI, then what was the UPI ID? If it was credit card number, what was the credit card number? What was the expiry of that credit card? So once you use credit card, so this definitely credit and debit card information they store in another table, that is cards table. Okay, so that next time you purchase on Amazon, it will give you, it will give your card number, something XXXXX and last 4 digits 0123. You enter your security code and you will buy. So again, this stored in card table. What will happen after storing? So how many orders are placed in Amazon every hour? Can I guess? Anyone else apart from Abdullah? I want people to interact, so it will help us have a good understanding. Like I can I will come to know if you are following me or if you have any difficulty. Anyone else? Okay, let me randomly ask somebody. Okay, Harshvardhan. Ashwit.
I'm really sorry. By mistake, it raised hand. Sorry.
No, I asked you to unmute. So please,
Oh, okay.
okay, just give
Yeah,
a
yeah,
random guess how many orders are placed on Amazon in 1 hour.
yeah. Like probably 10,000 or more than that. We can't count like that, right?
Yes, you cannot count. Just
Yeah.
I'm explaining all this. This is not what we are going to learn, but I am explaining all
Yeah,
this
yeah.
just to help you understand what data exactly is in the industry. Okay, so
Mhm. Yeah.
minimum 1 lakh order are placed
Yeah,
every
sure.
hour. Minimum
Yeah,
1 lakh. Okay,
yeah.
and uh, uh, so it's the thing again. These order may be cancelled.
Yes.
There are possibility, right?
Yeah.
Possibility that these order may be
Cancel.
cancelled. So what if the order is cancelled? Will they remove from order table?
Yeah, after that confirmation, they will remove from the order table, right?
They won't remove. The status will become cancel.
Okay, okay.
Right?
And they will store that cancellations also
Right.
in
Right.
another table, right?
They will store everything, every activity. If
Yeah.
even if you place the order, they will store. If you cancel the order, they will store. Okay.
Yeah.
If you edit the order, they will store. Now, I am the person who don't buy. I
Okay.
just keep on adding to cart.
Okay.
Okay. And whenever I log into Amazon, it will show me that there are some items in your cart.
Yes. Yeah.
Like आप लोगों ने देखा होगा ना, top right side में there is a icon.
Yeah. 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 I know. Yeah.
So there are some items in your cart. So
Mhm.
how they store that?
Like
मतलब अभी
based
तो
on our account, right?
yeah, you
We,
haven't purchased, right? So there
yeah.
will be another table. It
Oh.
stores the information for cart. Okay.
Mm.
The other thing, like this will be very relative for everyone. If you buy something on Amazon, let's say if you buy a mobile, okay, Samsung mobile, you buy some A32. I just give that example. So
Yes.
after you add or if you are on the page or you add or you place the order, some suggestions will start coming up by the mobile cover.
Yeah.
Buy some earphones.
Yes. Related to that in that
Yeah.
part.
So this is not so earlier. Whatever I told you, this information is stored in a table, right? So
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
information that is having a proper format will be stored in a table or Excel file, everything. So that is called as structured data.
Okay. Mhm.
Structured, a data that you can structureize.
Yeah.
So I hope structured data is clear.
Yes.
Employee record, student record, they are everything is structured. But what about the cart information? Or if you add something in your cart, some suggestions are coming, right? Buy this
Yes.
mobile cover, buy this something, and now you buy a mobile phone, but it will give you a, let's say, Canon camera.
Yeah.
So camera is not at all related to mobile. But what it
Yes.
will do, it will run an algorithm. It will say people who have purchased this product, they have also purchased this product.
Yes. Yes.
So based on some understanding, these understanding is artificial understanding. That's why it is called as AI.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So how
Zubair,
this
I'd
inform?
like to interrupt. I'm really sorry because some people are asking how long this session is going to run. So actually, guys, the time is 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. only, but this is our introductory session. So you know, it has crossed the time. So we are really sorry for that because you guys have your office now. Maybe most of you have it from 9 a.m. So Zubair, would you like to wrap up this
Yeah,
session
just
with
yeah,
yeah?
not more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So and thanks for reminding that. So this information, this is not a structured information. It is taken from different data sources. Okay. So that information is called as unstructured. Okay. So unstructured is another type of data. Structured is a type of data, unstructured is a type of data, and the third thing is semi-structured. Semi-structured information. So this is also used by companies. So if i I have some data that is partially structured and partially unstructured, that is called semi-structured data. So if you Google like some example JSON code, okay, or XML code, okay, the web page that currently you are on, it is also having HTML code. or XML code. Okay, so these formats are for semi-structured data. Sorry, semi-structured data. Okay, in the databases we store structured data. There are some new kind of databases which helps us to store unstructured data. Okay, so I just wanted to highlight the scale of data that is produced in every industry. So if I talk about e-commerce, that I gave example. If I talk about telecom, so you are using Airtel or Vodafone, so you are a customer again, you have a signal, so you have made some phone calls, so everything is recorded by them. I'm not saying audio recording, I'm saying every transaction you do. Okay, you make a phone call, the phone call was picked up or disconnected, if you speak for 2 minutes or 30 seconds, okay, this is all recorded. Okay, you pay your bills, postpaid, or you do recharges, everything is recorded. So this data is for telecom. For similarly for pharmaceutical industry, they manufacture medicines, what chemical composition they are going to use, what is the expiry when they purchase some chemicals, okay, what is there in their inventory, stocks, everything. Government organization, example I gave you IRCTC, right? Similarly airline, you just think of any industry and many things or many fields will come in your mind. Airline, flight number, passenger ID, okay, passenger passport number, from source to destination, again what time duration the flight will run for. Then again banking is again the huge or one of the critical area to handle. They have their financial transaction. Okay, you have bank account, you know everything about what you have provided to them information, and you do all the transaction there, everything is recorded. That's why you log into your bank account and you can check, or you get a mini statement. Okay, so this is different industries that there are more apart from these. I just gave example of these industry. So they generate terabytes and petabytes of data, and we help them to store that data on cloud, leverage that data using some data processing things, and what exactly they use for. So this is my last point. These data that they have generated or stored, it is used for business level decisions. One basic example, Amazon has such data, right? Order ID and everything. Huh? So now Amazon wants to open a warehouse. Okay, Amazon को let's say Mumbai में they want more number of mobiles are being ordered. In Hyderabad, more number of books are being ordered. In Delhi, more number of apparels or clothings are being ordered. Okay, हो क्या रहा है? To reach the mobile to Mumbai, it is taking 5 days. Okay, to reach the books to Hyderabad, let's say it is taking 6 days. To reach the clothings to Delhi, जो भी order किया, it's taking let's say 7 days. So, but to mobile, if somebody from Hyderabad orders mobile, वो एक दिन में आ जा रहा है. Okay, so one day delivery in Hyderabad, but more mobiles are being ordered in Mumbai. तो अभी इनको क्या करना है? They have to move mobiles to Mumbai, move books towards Hyderabad warehouse, and apparels towards Delhi warehouse. तो ये information इनके पास होगी, तभी ये लोग ये डिसीजन ले पाएंगे. So these are top level or management level decisions जिसके लिए they use data, और बिना analysis किए on very small data they cannot do the analysis. They need huge data. Okay, they need huge data to process. This is how data is being used in the industry. और बस ये decision की बिना पे they earn crores of money, and they don't hesitate to invest lakhs of money to cloud providers and to people who are working on cloud. This is how you get your salary. If anything happens to their data, you lose your job. I hope till now it's clear about data.
Guys, really sorry because we are, we are.
Yeah, we ran out of time actually.
Yeah, we extended the session by 15 minutes. So Tomorrow we will start again at 7 a.m. and we will try to, you know, uh, complete everything by 8 a.m. So that's how our sessions will proceed further. And more on the, the recording thing will be conveyed in tomorrow's session. So, but before this is important, guys. Before you leave, would you please quickly answer these two questions that will be shown on your yeah. So request you guys to answer these two questions. That will really help us in understanding how you guys got to know about us.
Also, if anyone who wants to stay on this call and ask some doubts, they are welcome for that, because this was our first session, and we took more time to establish a connection between you and us. Okay. If still anyone has any question to ask, they can definitely raise their hand and ask the question. Yeah, you can unmute Akbar.
Yes. Hi. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah. Actually, I want to have a question that I'm working in a IT industry. I mean, not particularly completely IT. It's like IT customer support service.
Mhm.
So if I want to switch the domain to like AWS Cloud, so is this possible for me without any kind of certification if I don't have any, and with the proper knowledge?
You want to like I'll give you the best example. That is my example.
Mhm.
Till 7 years working on cloud, I did not do the certification.
Nice.
And I have switched multiple companies, and they offered me job, even though
Okay.
on their job description it was written that certification is mandatory.
Okay. Okay.
So certification is useful when there are, let's say there is only one position and there are 3 people with same skill set and same level of performance in the interview. So whom to shortlist? So let's go for the one who is having certification. But what I am saying is, prepare yourself in such a way that others don't stand near to you.
Okay.
The way you talk, the way you convey your answers to the interviewers, okay, and the way you perform in the industry, it speaks itself. You don't have to use certification all the time. And as my colleague Amar already told you, we encourage people who are working, they should get the certification money from the company. So in the IT, you have something called goal setting. What are you going to do this year and what achievements you should bring on the table? They plan it for you. In that you can add certification and they will pay for you.
Okay, got it.
Why to spend 15,000 from your own pocket?
Yes, yes. One more thing, as particularly I am from mechanical engineering background, I don't have not that much of knowledge of IT, like any kind of languages and all. So, is it possible for me to grab the knowledge from the cloud and AWS
Yes,
with
100% it's possible. And I mean, we will encourage, and that's the reason we are trying to focus and target large audience, because there is a, if you see the current market, and we will definitely take you guys through the Naukri portal and the LinkedIn portal, the number of opportunities that are there in the market. So don't think that it's a very competitive market. Opportunities are there, data is growing, the resources are growing, the physical resources, and that's the reason the companies want to hire more and more cloud engineers. And trust me, it's a very green market, and it has been there since past 5 years, and still we can predict for quite a long time it will be green market for the job seekers and those who want to upgrade their skills and domain. So irrespective of whether you are from mechanical background or simply IT background or non-IT background, everyone can learn cloud. And that's the power of cloud, because it doesn't have any dependency on, it doesn't have any special prerequisites, and that's the reason people from even BCom, BA, they are now doing, those who are not even from the science background, they are able to get through the interviews, and they are able to work on this platform. And that's why we are focusing on a large audience, because we know there are opportunities in the market.
Sai,
Okay, thank you very
please
much.
ask your
Yeah.
question.
Hi, this is Sai Satvik. Can you
Hi,
hear
Sai.
me?
Yeah, audible.
Yeah, thank you. So actually, I actually I just want to start by saying very much congratulations to whatever you're doing.
Thanks a lot.
And I have actually joined a little late to the class, wherein I've missed the first 15 or 20 odd minutes, or
Okay.
maybe or even more. So I just wanted to know, like, what are the different topics and what is the level of proficiency that you guys are covering with as part of this course?
So first of all, tell me, Sai, you're from already in IT, or you want to move to IT?
I am already from IT and I have a decent 5 years experience as a business analyst and a product analyst.
Okay.
And right now I'm in Canada pursuing my master's in data analytics.
Mhm.
So, and also I'm in my final semester. So this is pretty much a very good opportunity for me to learn a cloud platform like AWS. So I just wanted to know what is the level of proficiency or what is the level of expertise that you guys are covering as part of the course?
Okay, I'll just make it brief answer, because we have already answered this, but as you have joined it, no worries. The thing is, we are going to cover the comprehensive services offered by AWS that are for sure used, or that you can say as the prerequisite to work on AWS. And as AWS offers more than 250 plus services in gaming, in machine learning, in data analytics, okay, in web hosting, everything. So it depends on the project what the person would be using, what all services, right? But he need to have the minimum basic understanding of cloud. So those services like VPCs and all the your virtual machines, okay, and your encryption, the security aspect, auditing and monitoring, and then the control over the environment through IAM policies and everything, right? What all user will have, what all privileges. So these are the basic things that are covered in detail. Apart from that, we will show you how you can explore any other service that you desire to work on. Let's say you are from data analytics background, and once you get a job, hopefully I wish you get a good job soon in Canada. So once you get a job and you're working, so and you have your colleague as well, right? He also got the same job in the same company on the same project. It is possible that you might get different roles and responsibilities. Both are on cloud, right? So whatever you know and whatever he knows, the common things will stay as it is, but you need to upgrade yourself in order to learn the new technologies or new sub skills for cloud and to survive in the industry. So let's say if they have asked you to work on Hadoop, you're from analytics background, right? So Hadoop they have asked you, so you might have to learn some tools that are related to Hadoop on AWS. For example, EMR, Elastic MapReduce, is a tool that is used for Hadoop, right? And he is asked to work on data warehousing. Because both deals with the data, but you will be working on a different skill, he will be working on a different skill. So this is where the basic, if you have good understanding, you won't have any difficulty in learning 2, 3, 5, 10 more services of AWS. And we cannot cover entire 250 services, right? So we will cover those services. See, we as we are targeting huge audience here, so we want the common thoughts that are needed to be shared. So we have streamlined it very precisely, and whatever is needed, it will be covered. And one more thing that people actually did not ask, which I was expecting, is it a certification course after this course? So the answer is no. This is the real-time course, because we work on real time and we know what exactly we do in the industry, right? So, but if somebody wants to go for a certification, definitely they will have a clear base foundation ready. Okay, they can brush up their knowledge, a few additional services based on the exam they are attending for. If they are going for sysops as administrator, if they are going for developer, if they are going for solutions architect.
Yeah.
Okay, so they might have to brush up a bit and put their efforts, not entire efforts, somewhat efforts, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Any other
And
question? Yeah.
yeah, so I'm really sorry to interrupt you again.
No, please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So my other question is how different, I know like this is a real-time course, but how different is it from any other course that is already available in the market?
I if
May I
somebody,
answer the
sorry, yeah,
question? Because this is definitely an interesting one.
Yeah.
Um, usually, because we are aware with the market in the sense how various courses are being taught.
Yeah.
Mostly, they focus on theoretical knowledge, and they will go topic by topic, of course, but they will cover theoretically. So, but here in our sessions, we will mostly focus not only on theoretical part but also on with the practicals. And not only, practical does not mean how you have to exactly do this. What would you do when you get a requirement which is to handle a large data? When you stuck, how will you troubleshoot? The real time aspects what we have faced in our IT journey, the same thing will be taught, so that if someone joins this specific role, such as for example AWS administrator, what will be the showstoppers for them, what challenges they will face, and how they can resolve it with with a high level of confidence, because they will be learning here. So we will be giving you a practical guide how to work in the in the real IT, in the real AWS projects, or any cloud projects.
just to add something to this. So as you have joined it, so what we have done, this course we have designed free of cost. Everyone can attend entire course, the live batch that like you are attending right now, free of cost. But if someone needs to go through the recordings, okay, so we have built a different course with a very nominal fees just to maintain the LMS platform and the storage that recordings are stored, right? So
Yeah.
for that reason we are charging a very minimal amount of 1,000 rupees.
Yeah.
So in that you will have access to all the recordings. Apart from that, we will be introducing the real-time lab environment as in definitely you will have your own account of AWS, but what activities do a person performs who is working on cloud in real time, you will be asked to do all these things. So by that you will gain a very close understanding of the real-time work. And as far as your first question was there, how it is different from other courses or other people who teach online. So in India itself, there are thousands of trainer who teaches AWS, right?
Yeah.
So everyone have like many things in common, because
Yeah.
we are also going to teach storage and network and security. They will be also doing that. The thing is, because I have also attended many courses in my initial journey, and I also keep an eye on what people right now they are doing and how I can make my content different and more useful. So no one no one of what whom I know, okay, they don't deliver the real time work. They will take you through the overview. They will show you how to create a virtual machine, but they will not make you understand what is the real time use of it and how companies or projects use this virtual machine, right?
Yeah.
So that difference we will be certainly maintaining.
Okay. Yeah.
So the aim is for this course, the aim is once you get an opportunity to work on AWS Cloud, you should not hesitate, because everything you will have already learned. For other or other people who are teaching, so I got a good understanding from them, but when I land into a project, I think that this is different, and what they are asking or what they teach me was different.
Yeah.
Service is same, but the way I have to execute is different. So that difference we are going to minimize as much as we could.
Yes. Okay.
Anyone else? Because I see people are there, and they are here because they seems interested. So yeah, any kind of question they want to ask regarding cloud or any other doubt.
Or don't worry, guys, because when we start our session tomorrow, we will give 5 to 10 minutes windows to cover any queries that you may have, and then we will we will increase our pace towards the actual course. So it's, I mean, it's, we are already 30 minutes ahead of time. I mean, we have crossed the time. So um Zubair, so I believe we can wrap up this session for today. And yeah, let's see you all tomorrow, the same
Yeah.
time.
And request you to join on time, everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a,
And
Sure,
still you
sure.
can circulate the message with your friends and families. And even if they are not from the IT background, don't worry. I mean, we know very well uh, that any person can get into this industry. So we highly encourage you guys to share the message with your friends and families.